Well, hello, Aries, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your weekly tarot card reading for April 21st through the 27th, 2025. We're going to be taking a look at the messages and guidance that are coming through for the week ahead. And as always, Aries, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And also, please consider subscribing. If you haven't already, it's free and it helps my channel grow. So with that, Aries, let's get started. And we're going to first see which crystal is being suggested for you for the upcoming week. We had one almost fly out there. It's coming through for Aries. Which crystal for Aries, please? And we have apophyllite. Increased support. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. So increased support. Beautiful. All right, let's see what the shaman's dream. What message is coming through for Aries? Oracle message for Aries, please, for the week ahead. All right. And we have hollow bone. Teachability. Ooh, this one's really deep because this is about, as it says, teachability, humility, being empty so that the wind of spirit can breathe through you. And the hollow wing bone of an eagle is a flute for the shamans. So this is inviting you to become empty of the notions of who you truly are. Check your ego at the door and to know this is not about you. This is an indication to relinquish your need to be right and to express an opinion, as this will not change anything right now. So you're being called to practice humility. So there is important communication waiting for you, Aries. This is about dropping all notions, all titles that kind of bolster, I should say, your ego. Allow things to happen on their own accord. And remember that you can accomplish most anything if you're willing to let someone else take credit for it. So the hollow bone here has come in to caution you to believe only 50% of what others think and only 10% of what you think. Trust your experience, not what you have read in books or texts on the internet. This will only allow you to turn apparent danger into opportunity. And remember that you are an insignificant grain of sand in the grand scheme of life, but as important as the brightest sun. Wow. So very much in regards to being open to receive, being part of the collective. Yeah. And the 28th, it reduces down to 10 here, Aries. So it's about letting your ego go, being open to the flow. Really interesting. I've never seen this particular, have this card come out. So it's coming out for you this week, Aries, so that you can learn more lessons and receive the information that you need to. Let the wind whistle through you. It's kind of, what I'm picking up more, it's kind of an energy of look, listen, but kind of stand in the background right now. Be amazing what you see. All right, the career and life deck has flashback. People from the past return. You may work with a previous coworker or take back an old job. You get a second chance. Flashback. So it's being open to whatever's coming in, whatever's coming your way. It's divine timing, divine guidance for you. So could be, like it says, a new job, a different job. because you might not know you're losing your existing one. So open to receive mainly is the hollow bone message. So let's clear the deck for Aries. Messages, guidance for Aries, please. What's coming through? First card is the Two of Coins, doing a balancing act with whatever you're currently, whatever project, whatever your focus is, the majority of the day. Kind of also in regards to money, really doing a balancing act, living paycheck to paycheck. Something's going to give. We have the Six of Swords, and Six of Swords is about being tired of maybe a situation, a circumstance, and moving on from it. And we have the Five of Cups. Things are not the way they used to be. There's disappointment, there's loss. This is mainly in regards to the 3 overturned cups. She's grasping 2 of the cups. That's your current options, choices that you have available. So let's so it looks like how things have been going along for you. There's going to be a bit of an upset. You're making a change. You're tired of all these responsibilities, tasks, burdens, Aries. It's a very different reading for you because usually I get getting engaged, love coming in. This is about really your home, your future, how much you're juggling here. And this is in regards to, I feel like many of you are living paycheck to paycheck. So 2 of Pentacles can be an indication. There's a message here where it can be telling you to follow the money. And that would be what the Six of Swords is depicting, moving away from what no longer serves you. And that could be a current job. There's an indication here with the flashback. People from the past return, and you might work with a previous coworker because you're taking an old job. You're getting a second chance for probably something that maybe you didn't want to leave in the first place. There could have been circumstances, or the grass was greener on the other side of the fence, and maybe it's not so green anymore. So Six of Swords is now kind of leaving what no longer serves you, and that could certainly be a job. And this is how you're feeling about it. You have a couple of options, but the energy is one of loss, a lot of emotions. You might be leaving people that, like in a group that you're affiliated with. This could be that you have to move for a new job. But Hollow Bone is reminding you to kind of just go with the flow, Aries. Let's clarify this 2 of Coins, but that's pretty cut and dry. You've been handling a lot and strongly picking up living paycheck to paycheck. You're going to get your wish, the 9 of Cups. And that could be in regards to the message here, this flashback. Taking back an old job, an old position probably. Getting a second chance. And that might be why Hollow Bone is also showing up, because humility. You're being humbled. But it's all going to work out, Aries. Now the Six of Swords, moving away from what's not working. And you're going on, the wheel is now turning in your favor, moving forward. This can be luck, abundance in your favor, certainly because you're getting your wish in regards to moving on from having to deal with that bills, the stress of a job, making ends meet. 5 of Cups, you feel stuck. Yeah. You feel stuck. A lot of emotions at play here, Aries. So for some of you, there could be a reason why the flashback card is showing up in regards to, what your company might be doing, laying people off, or, shifting job responsibilities, maybe doing now the work of 2 people instead of 1. But keep in mind your crystal for the week. Having that willingness here with the hollow bone message, a positive focus, willingness to receive, that's opened up a doorway to abundance of help and opportunities. And that's what we see with the flashback message. Someone from your past, someone that maybe you previously worked with, and you will again. All right. Let's see what else we have. What else is coming through for Aries for the week? Page of Coins. It's the Page of Pentacles. New idea. A new job. A new way to maybe make some extra money. And that very well could be what this says, but also like a side gig. You could be going back and working for someone. You're getting a second chance in regards to this. Maybe it's something part-time for some of you. So what else do we have? We have the Page of Wands. Good news coming in. So lots of messages coming in. Maybe information that's out there for you. Certainly we see getting your wish and good luck, good fortune, abundance. The wheel is turning in your favor, but that is certainly not how you feel at the moment. Very stressed, even though you're going to be moving forward. You're going to be moving into something I feel is new. And it is something that you desire. You want to get out of this cycle of barely making ends meet. Let's see, with the pages, that is messages, ideas, inspiration, good news. I feel both are good news. Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. There's something that's kind of working behind the scenes that maybe you don't have information to. And that's coming through with the Page of Coins. You could be finding something out where you need to look for another job or maybe a new place to live. Page of Wands. Yeah, again, the Moon card. There's something working behind the scenes, something where, with this particular crystal, it's having a positive focus and the willingness to receive, because I feel like you're being divinely guided here, Aries, because there might be something that's coming in. You're going to be unhappy about it, but it's going to end up being blessings in disguise here. As you might have a second chance to maybe get a job back that you thought was totally gone. There was no option. But you're getting your wish with that 9 of Cups. So that's kind of like the main message here. And things are just going to fall into place. Lots of messages, guidance, ideas coming through. And definitely 2 cards indicating these pages are kind of like alerting you. Messages, guidance, signs, signals, ideas coming in that you're getting. In regards to what is working behind the scenes. And you have the 7 of Coins. This is a card of reassessment. You're reassessing either your relationships, where you're living, your money, your finances, your job. Maybe not happy about it, but for some of you, it's time to move forward. And you are getting your wish in regards to that 2 of Pentacles. Been juggling a lot. And things are about to change. So again, this might resonate with many Aries individuals, that people from the past return. That might be people that will give you some kind of support. And it certainly could be taking back an old job or some kind of second chance that you're getting from someone from your past. All right, Aries, it looks like you're being divinely guided because there are things working behind the scenes that you don't have that information to, but the pages are bringing in new ideas, new paths forward, messages, guidance in some way, shape, or form. Be looking for it because you're going to be moving on to something more prosperous for you once you get over maybe the shock of getting laid off or a relationship breaking up. You know, you're going to be ending up getting your wish in regards to how much stress, especially in regards to living paycheck to paycheck, because there's abundance coming in this new direction and this increase of support around you. You just don't know it as of yet. Reassessment is required. All right, Aries, that's the messages for the week ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending you love and abundance.